Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Comet Talk. I'm your host, Gage Carrillo, and I'm here with Mr. Johnson. So, this past football season, you're the special teams coach,
Yes, sir.
and you're also a teacher. So, if you had to grade the special teams unit as a whole last year, what would you give it?
Oh boy. On a non-biased grading scale of looking at my own work and its execution, I'd say B minus. Unfortunately, when you make one mistake, it's usually the most glaring, and we didn't quite end on a high note. But overall, season, yeah, I'd give it a B minus.
It's pretty good. You also coach girls basketball.
Yep.
So, any big things coming up?
Well, we've already got one game under our belt. I think that we were quite pleasantly surprised at what we were able to already execute within our first game. You never know what you have until the season gets probably about 10 to 15 games into it. But going away and playing against a team that's pretty intense, man-to-man, the fact that we not only held our own, but we played really well down low, it's a good starting point for us. So hopefully we can improve as the season goes and be as strong as we can be come February.
Good. Comet Classic?
Yep.
When's that coming up?
The games begin on Saturday. It is a long stretch. I think we have 6 games that we get into. We played the last game, I believe, that evening. And as somebody who's, I think this is year 7, maybe, that I'll be a part of it, that I enjoy watching the kids. Learning a lot about the teams. We see a couple of conference schools in it, so it's nice to get a little head start on our scouting. But again, it's early, and who you are in November is not who you are always in February. So,
Yep. Okay. Now it's time for Trivia with Trevor.
okay, trivia with Trevor. Is this geography related or
No clue.
no clue?
The questions.
Okay. Are we in competition?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. You gonna share this?
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, you do.
This is what a good guest does. Is makes things work behind the scenes for you guys.
All right. First question.
Yep.
Who is the Foo Fighters lead singer?
Dave Grohl. Oh.
1 point, Johnson. What was Linkin Park's debut album?
Oh boy.
Well, that's
I want to say In the End.
No.
Oh, Meteor Park.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I already answered this earlier. I'll let you be.
No, go for it, because I don't know.
I'm gonna need some help on this one.
Need a hint?
Yeah.
It's a theory.
Meteor theory. Metroid theory. Bad the Big Bang theory. No, it's not that. I don't know, really, actually.
Well, according to Google, it was hybrid theory.
Hybrid theory.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
All right. That was tough.
Who sings this song?
Alice in Chains. The Rooster. I get an extra.
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
No, and it's the Rooster.
Okay. So, your senior year of high school.
Oh gosh. Yes.
Who was first team all SVC running back?
Okay, hang on. Were they on my team?
Yeah.
They were on Blue Ridge. Corey Bowman.
Correct.
You didn't know that, Trevor?
My bad. Guess I need to study.
Did you beat Oakwood your senior year?
No.
Correct.
We did my junior year.
All right. In soccer, when one person scores 3 goals, what is it called?
Patrick.
Come on, Trevor, that one was for you.
I got it.
All right. When was the United States Army founded?
1775.
Yep.
Bang.
Yeah, my bad on that. I was hoping you would ask about the Coast Guard or something.
Who is okay? So in Marvel, who is Wanda's husband?
Vision.
Yep. All right.
Good call. You got that one first.
How many branches are in the military?
5,
Six.
I'm gonna say, but Trevor's gonna say 6 because he's gonna include Space Force. I just can't right now.
You don't believe in the Space Force?
I gotta warm up to it a little bit more than I gotta see more work from Space Force is what I need.
Okay. You don't think they're going to be fighting aliens anytime soon?
I am just more concerned about what they are going to be in charge of if we do attack Venezuela and some of the other global issues we may have.
Maybe some orbital strikes or.
Yeah, if we got the Predator showdown, then let's give them a holler.
All right.
Would you like to know more about the Blue Ridge team?
Yeah, go ahead and tell me about this team. Quite curious.
I
I see that you made all SVC for defense.
did. Probably a more sympathetic vote than anything. It definitely didn't speak to my abilities, I'm sure. But I got to benefit with a lot of guys on the line that did their job, and it definitely not the fastest, strongest, or bravest out there. But for a small school that didn't have any success growing up, as a high school, I should say, we did as a group, but our high school wasn't known for playing football at all. And we just got a team of about 25 of us that played our butts off. And I knew that I could always trust the guys to my right and left, and they always had my back. And I feel like that's what really separated us from the teams that I've sometimes coached. You're the ones that are the strongest aren't always the best athletically. They're not the most talented. They're the ones that are willing to do whatever anybody else wants to do. And I wasn't best friends with the majority of those guys, but I would have done anything to help them out there for those 48 minutes that we were on the field.
So you said that weren't known for football. What were they known for?
Farming. Nobody can mess with our FFA chapter, which I was not a part of. But we honestly, small school, I think in the 90s when we didn't have a lot of awareness of the other communities around us, like I didn't know you guys existed really, except for football twice. We were just kind of insulated. We took care of us. We worked as hard as we could, but that meant that we played all 3 sports because we had to. You played all 3 sports because you love being around your teammates and your friends, and you were never going to be a professional at anything, but the stuff that we learned, those moments that we had, it sounds weird, but I'd run a conditioning drill tomorrow if it meant that I could be 17 years old again with the same guys that you haven't seen in 2 decades.
Nice. You've showed clips of your basketball skills in class.
Oh God. One.
So how was the basketball team?
The basketball team. So basketball is a different animal in my mind. It's the one that I enjoy the most now as an adult. But it was rough breaking into it. Not my proudest thing to say, but when I was in junior high, there were so many of us kids on the 7th grade team that we couldn't practice all at the same time. You'd have 10 kids playing half court on one side, 10 kids playing half court on the other. And then there were 4 of us that sat on the stage and watched.
Thinking you were one of those 4?
I was one of those 4. I'm a proud member and alumnus of the Harlem Subtrotters. And the best thing about it, I think, is that, I got to grow a lot. And that changed the way that I played the game. I saw a lot of my teammates give up on it. And there's nothing better for me to say that as a Harlem Subtrotter when I was in seventh grade to step in and be the sixth man my junior year and then start half the games my senior year. I know nobody really cares about that stuff. They want to know how many points you had or what your rebound total was, but that's still one of my proudest things is working hard enough to get to where I got. And the unfortunate thing is I ran out of time because I think I was even better in college in those days. But yeah, you do what you do.
Yeah. That's really all I have. But do you have any last things you just want to say to anybody?
To anybody?
Anybody
This
out
is
there?
like my shout outs?
Anybody out there listening?
Yeah. Anybody who's gonna share this and send it to, like The Ringer and other podcasts. I don't follow Barstool very much, but I hear that they're quite popular. That is my time to shine, man. I got opinions. You want to talk about movies? You want to talk about sports? Alternative rock from the 90s. I don't know the albums or the song titles very well, but I can definitely hit the air guitar on most of that stuff. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of sports, then,
Okay.
what's your starting five basketball
Like all time?
all time? Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, if I'm like, these are my picks. Like we're at a schoolyard. Michael Jordan's number one. I know that I got to go with Larry Bird as the forward. I got to go. I got to have Vince Carter. I love Vince Carter. So there's two guards, but no point guard. Jordan's going to play the point. I'm going to go Tim Duncan, power forward.
That's a good pick.
And I'm going to go Kevin Garnett as my center. Those are my guys.
I like that team. Very fundamentally sound, I'd say.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know about Vince Carter's fundamentals, but the man can fly through the air.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm here for it, man. You got me for the whole time, dude. Like, let's let it
I'm
rip.
trying to think.
Can I ask you
Okay.
a question?
Yeah.
How would you grade our special teams coach performance this year?
I mean, most of the times when they were kicking off and or receiving, I was just trying to catch a breath.
Yeah.
So can't really say much, but
I tell you what, he might be the most handsome guy though that you have on that coaching staff. It's my unbiased opinion.
yeah, surely it's unbiased. What
What about your starting five NBA?
Okay, so
I'm not going to know half these guys.
I'll take Jordan at the 2,
Okay.
Magic at the 1,
All right.
put LeBron at my 3,
Oh, goodness. Okay.
probably put Duncan at my 4, and then I'll have Hakeem holding down the paint.
Ooh, that's good. I think Hakeem probably takes Garnett in the post, but if Garnett gets him out of the paint, yeah, the others you at least got a point guard. I don't know who's bringing up the ball.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks.
Are we stretching for time there, producer Kyler, or are we? Did I always want to be a teacher? Strangely, I guess when I settled on to I have to decide what to do with my life. Yeah, my senior yearbook, it has where do we see ourselves in 20 years, and I had coach and teacher, and I'd say it's an okay thing that I follow that path. Do I question that sometimes? Yeah. A lot of times, yeah. But this is what I'm supposed to do. And I think I just liked high school. I liked being around it. I liked hanging with the adults that taught me. I thought they were some of the most important people to be around. It doesn't mean we always got along or whatever, but I think them telling me that there was a world bigger than outside of the town of Farmer City and the school of Blue Ridge, that was massive to me. And if I could do that for just one kid here, then that's what I'm supposed to do. So the only other thing I kicked around was being a cop. I don't know. That needed to be a thing. And then actually Grady asked me one time of like, you know, how you make decisions in your life. Right before I got to my student teaching section, FedEx offered me to go full time. They would train me in running the sort on a shift for one of their hubs and, you know, stop loading trailers myself and tell people how to load trailers. And if I hadn't gotten my student teaching assignment at that moment, I probably would have really considered doing it, which sounds really strange because I don't know what I'd do running a FedEx station in Boise, Idaho, and not coaching and not being, you know, in the environment to see our kids and to like live and die with your guys' successes. And, you know, like that's a really strange alternative universe. But yeah, I think for the most part, this is what I was supposed to do. Whether I do it the best or not on a given daily basis is up for debate, but I try.
Yeah. So, Trevor, as you're a senior and getting ready to move on to the world, you got any questions for him?
So you went to college, right?
I did.
Where at?
Illinois State.
I got accepted to.
Did you?
It's a good college.
Oh, everybody's gonna ask this. Yes, I'm not like gonna sit here and tell you that Illinois State wasn't. It was great for me. That doesn't mean it was easy, and I don't know that it was perfect, and I probably didn't experience it the same way that everybody else did. But what it gave me was the first time in my life to figure out how to take care of me, and to experience the things in other perspectives. Like I have a group of friends in Alton, Illinois, just because they were assigned to live in the room next to me, and we like playing Mario Kart. And I love those guys. And it's weird to know that wouldn't be a group of people that I would know without that experience. It was hard. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best student in the world. So the responsibility side came a little bit later, but yeah, I would not have preferred to go anywhere else.
So I knew.
Yep.
Where did Miss Wilson go to?
Who?
Miss Wilson.
Miss Wilson. That is a great question. I don't know. I guarantee you that she did not go there during my time. Okay, I would assume. I don't think that matters.
She did, right?
Maybe. You know who did go there? Oh gosh, now I'm terrified I'm gonna say the wrong thing. Jane Lynch, I think, went there. She's the comedian. She's the girl on Glee. You don't believe. She was the store manager in 40-Year-Old Virgin. No. She was in Best in Show. No. Yeah, that's about it. Actually, I do have, if you got time.
I got time.
Dude, I'll tell you a basketball story.
Okay.
I should. So again, former Harlem Suck Trotter that somehow gets to play, you know, starting half of his games as a senior. So my freshman year, I'm walking campus back home from class, and I see the flyer that Illinois State's got their men's basketball tryouts. And I'm a small town kid that thinks, oh, college basketball. I played basketball in high school. This can't be that hard. And I was like, dude, that's something maybe I'm gonna give a go. So I started playing a lot at the rec, and I realized I can't two-hand dunk, and I cannot hit the crossover dribble on a full court press. And I realized, man, I'm not as good as I think I am. So one day I'm talking to my dad, and I mentioned something somehow of like, oh yeah, ISU's doing open tryouts, and you know, I thought about going, but there's no way I'm going to go. And he said, well, why not? I was like, oh, I won't make the team. And he goes, so? He goes, you're going to go to an actual NCAA college, and you're going to be on the floor in their arena with their coaching staff, running their drills. And he's like, yeah, you may not be part of the team, but that's an experience that you never would have had otherwise. I'm like, all right. So whatever day it was, I show up early, and there ended up being like 20 of us kids. I'm probably one of the shortest, probably one of the slowest. And I'm, again, terrified that I'm going to be the worst one out there. And as we get up and down the floor, I'm not the worst. And I knew some of the drills already, and I could do some of those things. And then a 6'10" kid at the same tryout yammed one down on a 2-hand dunk, and I was like, "Yeah, they ain't picking me." But the fact that I get to tell like my buddies from home, like, yeah, I know what it's like to run the fast break at Illinois at Redbird Arena. I know it's not Big Ten school, but the fact that there's a massive scoreboard over my head, and shooting with 30 feet of space between the backboard and the bleachers, which was a brand new thing for me. Like, that's again one of those experiences that was well worth it. So
Yeah.
that's my story.
All right. Well, that's all I have for you. See you
good?
next time.
All right. Thank you.